Hey, yo, I have a nice game for you. And it's a game that has been invented by 2020. He teaches about Neville Goddard, and it's called the Coffee Game. And it's a very playful, nice way to get into the teachings of Neville Goddard. Thoughts create reality. And it goes a little something like this. You have to imagine drinking a wonderful, delicious cup of coffee. And if I'm correct, you don't think of who is going to give you the coffee, you just think of enjoying the coffee and that you received it from someone. Um, I have played it a couple of times and I had crazy results. It's super funny. And let me tell you about what happened to me the first time that I did the coffee game. So I was just new in this Facebook group of 2020. I'm not a part of it anymore. That's a different story. I chose to step out of it and I learned a lot there, but that's on the side note. So at first, when I learned about the game, I thought, okay, right. So I have to imagine getting a cup of coffee. Who on earth is going to give me a cup of coffee? That was literally what I thought. So I was walking at that time when I was thinking about this coffee and the coffee game, and I thought, it's never going to happen. So I dropped it. And I was planning to go to yoga, and I wasn't feeling so well that day. The whole week I wasn't feeling too well, and I decided to skip yoga. So what I did is I walked down the street, and it was super sunny, and I planned to go to the subway station, and all of a sudden this guy starts walking next to me, and I noticed him, and I thought, okay, what's going on here? And all of a sudden, he was friendly, like it wasn't a creepy guy, and it was daytime, the sun was shining. And I thought, okay, what's going on here? And all of a sudden, he starts talking to me, and he says in German, because I live in Germany, and he says, are you from around here? And I looked at him and I said, okay, why do you ask? And he started laughing a little, a bit shy. And I said, yeah, you can ask for two reasons. You can ask because you're not from around here, or you are just trying to make conversation. And then he said, I'm trying to flirt with you. And that was so cute because I could see that he was very uncomfortable. And he said to me that he never does stuff like this, not without having eye contact first. And we didn't have eye contact. He just started walking next to me, and then all of a sudden he starts to talk to me. So I thought, okay. I said, well, you know what? I really appreciate you doing this because I know it's not easy to just randomly speak to people in the street. And yeah, so that I appreciated it and that I was not interested. And then he said, what? So no coffee then? And I thought, what the? I was just thinking about the coffee game. How on earth am I gonna get a free coffee and from whom? And then 10 minutes later, I decide to skip yoga. I walk down the street and then this happens. And the story isn't finished. So then he said, what? So no coffee? And my mind went like, what? Coffee? Did someone say coffee? So then what happened was, can I maybe give you my phone number? Or you know what? What I'll do, that's what he said, I'll just write down my email address. And he picked a card from his wallet. And what I saw the next day, I didn't even notice it that day. What I saw the next day is that he wrote his email address on a card from a coffee shop. And that's not all, because on the back of the card, there were stamps. And it needed two more stamps, and then the coffee would be free. So it was just like coffee flying around my ears. Is that an English expression? I don't know. It's a Dutch expression. So, moral of the story, it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun doing this, thinking about this, and telling this. I wrote it in a couple of Facebook groups, and now I'm telling you. So, play with it. Play with the coffee game. And if you are not really sure how to play it, just Google coffee game Neville Goddard, and I'm pretty sure you will land on 2020's website. And if you have any more questions about the game, or you want me to answer another question concerning Neville Goddard or whatever, maybe I can answer different questions as well. I hope you enjoyed this movie, and I hope that I inspired you to practice with your wonderful human imagination, as Neville Goddard calls it. And I wish you a wonderful evening. Bye. Mwah.